Biava. It's Sunday afternoon here, about 14:25 Central Daylight Time on Sunday, September 7th. I think it's the 7th of 2025. It's been a while since I've done a live chat. It's kind of a beautiful day. Not feeling too bad this morning, or today I should say. Was actually able to come out and get outside. My good friend Kip came over and brought me lunch. It's really just a beautiful day. Interesting mood here in America. A lot of us are contemplating a lot of things. I know I am. Maybe you are too. So, if there's anything that you'd like to talk about, and I do mean anything, within reason, you're more than welcome to enter the chat. Currently, there's nobody that appears to be online, which is understandable. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon after all, and I would suspect that most people have gathered with friends or family, or simply in a quiet time this afternoon to meditate. So, I'm going to let this thing roll, and we'll see if anybody chooses to join us. Hi, how are you doing? Is it Mark? If I got that right? We're doing okay. What's on your mind, Mark? And welcome to all of you. Looks like we've got 10 people who are now watching. You're all welcome to say hello or let us know what you're thinking about. We'll have a nice chat this afternoon and just discuss what's on your mind. Has everybody had lunch? So, Mark, are you still online? Well, it appears that Mark might have dropped off, but the rest of you are more than welcome to go ahead and just say hello or just talk about everything or anything. I'd like to know what you're thinking about right now. To be perfectly honest, I'm really not thinking about much of anything in the moment. Perhaps you can hear the cicadas. It is getting to be early fall here. It's a beautiful day. Feels good to sit out in the sunshine and just appreciate the environment that I do have in this moment. So how about you? How's the weather where you are? Oh, it appears that people are kind of shy today. That's okay. We can just sit and meditate together, I guess. You can actually watch me do my 1,000-yard stare or 10,000-yard stare. Just look off into the trees. Just think about nothing for a few moments. But I don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you, because really I'm not. Pickup truck just drove by, waved at him. Appears that he's got his 10,000-yard stare on too. I just hope he doesn't get too zoned out as he's driving. Scary thing. Of course, he's probably focused on something a lot more important than some crazy old guy sitting out in front of his mobile home, just waving at everybody that goes by too. Here comes another car. Another young man. Nice red Dodge 4-door. He's focused himself going down the road. Vision is an incredible thing. We have multiple forms of it. We have our literal source of vision. We also have our, how can I put it, our mind's eye. One of the things that we have to be mindful of with both our literal vision and with our mind's eye is not to get too much of a tunnel vision of what's going on. Because every once in a while, it's something out of that periphery, whether it be in your literal vision or in your mind's eye, that'll come out of nowhere, smack you right amidships, and knock you for a loop. I've had that happen more than a few times. Both literally and figuratively. Is anybody else? The other thing I'm thinking about right now, I have to shift my weight on my butt because it's getting kind of bony and hard. But the other thing we have to think about every once in a while is being able to communicate amongst ourselves civilly. One of the things that I know I don't do too well in my little 3-minute shorts is trying to compress a lot of information and thought into just 3 minutes. Hang on a second here. I have to take my glasses off. Someone, I think it's, excuse me, Lolita Klein has entered something in, but it appears to be in Russian Cyrillic, and I'm afraid I can't interpret that. I'm sorry, Lolita. I apologize. Is there a translate function that you could use? Oh, it's going to make me blush. Hi, Lolita. Thank you. Made me smile. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'm all that cute. Well, we love it too. We love the USA too. Yeah. Yeah, and a great many people here do love Trump. Sorry to say, though, I'm not one of them. Political forces here in the United States are pretty much divided between two parties, the Republicans and the Democrats. And a lot of the times when I'm critical of one party or the other, I'm frequently accused of being partisan, and I'm not. I try to remain independent. I've been aware of who Donald Trump was since the early 1980s. Oh, and Lolita's asked, where are you from? Stat. In other words, which state? I was born and raised, well, how can I put it? I was born in Illinois, but I spent the first few years of my life in Southern California, and then back to Northern Illinois in the Chicagoland area, and then to Southern Illinois, and this all happened before I was 20 years old. Then from there to Central Illinois, where I was pretty much for close to 35 years, and now I'm in Southeast Illinois. Hey, it's JR. Hi, JR. And Lolita is from Moscow. Never been to Moscow. Actually, never been off the North American continent. Only in the United States and Canada. I've seen images of Moscow, and I know a wee bit about Russian history. And Moscow, St. Petersburg, throughout Russia is a tremendous history. And across Russia, going further east to Asia, the cultures that incorporate Russia are so vast and varied. And yeah, JR, as you can see, it's a beautiful, beautiful, relatively clear and temperate day. And the Oak Ridge taxidermist asks how I'm doing today. Well, we're here. Better than I had been. I'm actually outside today, getting around pretty good. I still have the walker. And you know, it's just little by little, getting a little better from where I am. And Lolita is asked, do I have a gun? No, I don't. I prefer to be unarmed. Simply put, would rather take a bullet than have to fire one. And Lolita said that I don't have a bear. Well, I guess you could grin and bear it, I have a sign inside my house that says, and it's kind of a colloquialism here in the United States. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, except bears, because bears will kill you. So maybe it's a good thing you don't have a bear. And JR is going to go back to school tomorrow, and the Oak Ridge taxidermist says, I got a gun and a bear. To which Lolita has replied, I love beer. So we've gone from bears to beer here. Beer is good. Been a long time since I had one. Beer don't kill me. Yep. That's what Lolita says. And Lolita also loves Russian vodka. Gee, that's interesting. I can't say that I've ever had Russian vodka. Canadian rye whiskey, some various imported beers, yes. But Russian vodka? No. And the Oak Ridge taxidermist says alcohol does kill. Yes, if it's abused, it does. And JR is commented, that is a song of Taylor Swift. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Oh, I'm sorry, Lolita. Do you want me to talk slower? I didn't mean to speak so fast. I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. And thank you for your moderation. Because the truth be known, I'm a slow person. Well, really, there's not too much to show Lolita. All it is a small mobile home. And maybe, it just, how can I put it? I'm kind of a private person. Maybe some other time. And JR was asked how my back is doing. It's doing better, but I have to be wary. It's really easy for me to overexert myself. And so it's the proverbial, I have good days and I have bad days. But the best part of the news is that my hip is a lot better than it had been. And the nerve root that had been abraded seems to be healing. But it's a long, slow process to come back to where I was before, if I'll even get entirely there. So Lolita, why don't you tell us more about Moscow and about Russia? Please? And Lolita says, Telegram app? I'm aware of it. I don't use it, and I can't honestly say that I've actually ever explored it. And JR has just remarked and asked me, did I hear on the news that Chuck E. Cheese got arrested in Florida? No, I didn't hear about that, JR. Why was Chuck E. Cheese arrested in Florida? So Lolita, do you know the Telegram app? Are you familiar with it? JR comes back, says, I don't know how that happened. Well, it is Florida after all. And JR's now asking, what is favorite type of coffee? Coffee to me is like pizza. I like pizza. I like coffee too, although I've backed way off from it. Lately I've been drinking decaf. I've probably been maybe I think I had one serving of iced decaf in the past 30 days. I've backed way off on coffee, but it's getting to be towards that time of season where I'll probably start drinking it again. And Lolita is asking, where's my family? That's kind of a bittersweet question, Lolita. Sad to say, but true, I am now somewhat of an orphan. How about you? Where's your family? You can hear a helicopter. I don't know if it's going to approach from the south or if it's going to land nearby. How about you, JR? Where's your family right now? Traffic seems to be picking up quite a bit. Some people out on their Sunday drives. Probably off to see their families and friends. And JR says that their family's good. Good. I'd like to think that mine is too. I keep a lot of happy memories stored right here and right up here. That's what I try and hang on to. I miss them a lot, but we keep going. Oh, thank you, JR. Thank you. God bless you and your family too. Oh, Lolita's just posed an interesting question. Why you lick cigarettes? Okay. Cigarettes in the United States are typically quite dry, meaning that in order to burn properly, the tobacco is dried to a higher level than what it is, say, in a cigar or in a pipe, for pipe tobacco. Because of this, cigarettes can burn more quickly. If you want your cigarette to last longer and you want to slow down the burn, if you lick the cigarette, and sometimes you have to do this multiple times, especially if it's dry weather. If you lick the cigarette, it will slow down the combustion and will result in a more satisfying experience. And no, Lolita, no, I don't like marijuana. How can I put it? Life is weird enough without having to warp the perception of time. Yeah. Cigarettes just give me more ability, I guess, to slow down and contemplate. The effect really isn't long-lasting. I mean, in that sense, it's longer lasting on your body. Things like your heart and your lungs, they do have an effect. So how about you? And Lolita wants to know, give me your contact? My contact for what? Oh, okay. And JR says, sadly, summer will be coming to an end soon. Well, yeah, rapidly approaching. Here, you can feel it in the wind. It's actually, how can I put it? The breeze has just picked up out of the west, as you can see by the flags behind me. And it's coming across my arm. The wind is coming across my arm. And I can actually sense the beginning of goosebumps. And Lolita says that she would like to talk with me, which, thank you. I appreciate that, Lolita. But no, I'm not going to share my telephone number with you. I'm sorry. And JR wants to know, what is Lolita Klein talking about? Well, gee, JR, that's a good question. Lolita, could you explain this to JR? And Lolita's replied, sorry, I'm from Moscow. Very bad, no English language. That's okay. That's okay. We understand. We understand. I'm sorry, I don't know Russian. So I'm just curious, Lolita, if you're still with us. Are you using any kind of an app to interpret what I'm saying into German? And Lolita's asked again, why you lick a cigarette? Oh, I tried to explain that to you earlier. And JR's asked, do you saw the Super Bowl? No, actually, I don't saw the Super Bowl. I don't even watch it on TV. And besides, wouldn't it take a really big saw to saw the Super Bowl? And Lolita, that was humor. Don't try to understand it too much. JR's probably having issues with the autocorrect feature while he texts or communicates via chat. And JR wants me to sing a Bruce Springsteen song. JR, I'm outside. There's neighbors around. Simply put, it's Sunday afternoon. It's relatively quiet around here. I don't want anybody to call and say that Bruno's disturbing the peace again. Now, JR's just said, sing it quietly. Well, first of all, JR, I don't have access to the lyrics of any Springsteen songs this second. And second of all, somehow when I think about Bruce Springsteen, right, Springsteen and singing quietly seem to be two mutually exclusive ideas. I was listening to a song. That was the one I was thinking of. That was, well, yeah, that's one of those loud songs. That's one of those loud songs. And Bonnie says hi. Hi, Bonnie. How are you doing? I was just thinking of a song earlier today. It was the first song I thought of when I woke up. And I looked it up and found out a bit about the history of the song that I didn't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. The song, if you're not familiar with it, is called One Tin Soldier, and it was originally recorded by a Canadian folk group known as the Original Cased. And JR's just asked, do you know Bruce Springsteen remade the song of Born in the USA from his new album? No, I was unaware of that. But back to the song One Tin Soldier. Beautiful, very touching song. You might want to look that up. One Tin Soldier by the Original Cased. C-A-S-T-E. I mean, I could try and sing it for you if you want. I can sing that one relatively quietly. At least part of it. And JR wants to know, do I know Andrea Bocelli? The name sounds familiar. Then again, most Italian names do sound familiar to me. I will do that, JR. He suggests that I look it up after the live session. Listen, children, to a story that was written long ago about a kingdom on a mountain and the valley folk below. On the mountain was a treasure buried deep beneath a stone, and the valley people swore they'd have it for their very own. And JR has remarked that Born to Run is always my favorite song. So the valley people gathered, sent a message up the hill, asking for a buried treasure, tons of gold for which they'd kill. Came the answer from the mountain, with our brothers we will share all the secrets of our mountain, all the riches buried there. Then the valley angered, mount their horses, draw your swords. Then they killed the mountain people, so they earn their just reward. On the mountain they had gathered, wood and turned to stone, so dark and red. Peace on earth was all. Turn the stone, and then beneath it, peace on earth was all it read. Do 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 Do, 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 do. Yeah, JR's remarked that Born to Run is always his favorite song and asked if I do Halloween costumes. A long time ago. A long time ago, JR. I think it's come down to you, me, and maybe one other person. And JR asked if I know the song Cry by Cigarette After Six. No, actually I don't. I don't. Might have to look that one up. Yeah. So JR, do you know the song Wichita Lineman by Glenn Campbell? The late Glenn Campbell. You ever heard that? If you ever worked in telecommunications, wow, that one gets you good. I am the lineman for the county, and I work the main road, searching in the sun for another overload. I hear you singing in the wires, hear you talking through the lines, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. And if it snows, that stretch down south will never stand the strain. And I need you more than want you. And I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. And I need you more than want you. And I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. So, looks like we've got 2 people yet on. Got a couple of likes. We always appreciate that here. And it looks like one of the people have dropped off. So who's left? Is it just you and me, JR, or we got somebody else aboard? I promise I won't sing anymore if you don't want me to. At least not now. So does anybody know Ronnie Millsap, Stranger in My House? Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. La da 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 do do do. JR wants to know what your favorite music band. Too many to just narrow it down to one, JR. Haven't we talked about this before? You see, there's a silence here between us I never felt before, and I can't find the love in her eyes anymore. I'm trying to remember the rest of it now. There's a feeling going on I'm trying to understand, and I'm holding. I swear I feel the presence of another man. Ronnie Millsap does it a lot better. There's a stranger in my house, somebody here that I can't see. Stranger in my house, somebody here trying to take her away from me. Oh my gosh, JR wants me to do Here Comes the Sun. He says, Here comes the sun when I say it, all right? Oh no. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Oh wait, I gotta remember the lyrics. Wait a second, let this car go by. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun when I say it all right. I can't remember. I can't carry that tune. I know the song. Little darling. Da 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 da. Da 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 dum da da dum da 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 dum da dum da da dum da 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 dum Da 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 dum ba da da dum da 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 dum da 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 dum da 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 da. That's about as much of as I can remember. Oh gosh, JR, I could take this off on a sideways track and do Frank Sinatra. Scooby Dooby Doo, Dooby Dooby, Dooby Dooby Doo, Dooby Dooby, Dooby Dooby Doo, Dooby Dooby Doo. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances, wandering in the night. What are the chances they would fall in love? La da 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 da. Oh gosh. I think that's as far as I'm going to take that one. Just looking at the leaves out in the trees. Listening to the cicadas. How about Dragging the Line by the oh, I'm trying to remember. It's the Rondells, I think. Do 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 making a living the old hard way, taking and giving it day by day. I dig snow and rain and bright sunshine. Dragging the line, dragging the line, doo doo doo, deep, deep. Dragging the line, dragging the line, deep, deep, deep. I feel fine. I'm talking about peace of mind. I'm gonna take my time. I'm having a good time. Dragging the line, dragging the line. Deep, deep. My dog Sam eats purple flowers. We ain't got much, but we've got sours. I dig snow and rain and bright sunshine. Dragging a line, dragging a line. Deep, deep. Dragging a line, dragging a line. Deep, deep. And JR's commented, I don't want to miss a thing by Aerosmith. Oh, Uptown Girl by Billy Joel. Okay, no, not going to go there. Uptown Girls. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. Uptown Girls. Oh, I remember that one. That was a hit. Oh, let's see here. I'm trying to think what else. Hitching a Ride. Does anybody remember Hitching a Ride? A thumb goes up, a car goes by. Somebody stop and give this guy a ride. Hitching a ride. Hitching a ride. Gotta get me home to my baby's side. I've got no fare to ride a train. I'm nearly drowning in the pouring rain. Hitching a ride. Hitching a ride. Gotta get me home. Keep her satisfied. Ride, ride, ride. Hitching a ride. Ride, ride, ride. Hitching a ride. And JR likes Pretty Woman. Oh heck, that was, I'm trying to remember the artist that did Pretty Woman. Oh yeah, Elvis did it too. Yeah, Elvis Presley did Pretty Woman. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember somebody else though. How about Seminole Wind? Do you know Seminole Wind? Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Dun, 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 dun. Ever since the days of old, men have searched for wealth untold. They dig for silver and for gold, and leave the empty holes. And way down south in the Everglades, where the black water rolls and the sawgrass sways, the eagles fly and the otters play in the land of the Seminoles. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I hear you calling like a long-lost friend, but I know who you are. And blow, blow from the Okeechobee, all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminoles, the alligators and the guard. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 Progress came and took its toll, and in the name of flood control, they made their plans and they drained the land. Now the glades are going dry. And the last time I walked in the swamp, I sat upon a cypress stump. I listened close and I heard the ghost of Osceola cry. So blow, blow, Seminole wind, blow like you're never gonna blow again. I hear you calling like a long-lost friend, but I know who you are. And blow, blow from the Okeechobee all the way up to Micanopy. Blow across the home of the Seminoles, the alligators and the guards. And JR's asked me to check out Steven Sanchez because he has a nice voice. I might have to do that. Okay, JR, you take care. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up too. So you know what I always say. Until next time, good luck and Godspeed. Hope to see you around town.